2020 marks the 100th anniversary of the women's right to vote, and those interested in pioneering women who forged new trails during the women's suffrage movement can take a walk in the Finger Lakes National Forest. The Finger Lakes region was a hotbed for activity during the women's suffrage movement, and some of this history is evident at the Queen's Castle.
So this is Caywood Point, and to our left is what we call the Queen's Castle, or Camp Fossenvue. This was an area that back in the 1870s, women would come down specifically here to recreate and do things that women at the time shouldn't do. They would swim, they would play like badminton and racquetball, sports like that. And the big thing that they also did is they talked about the right to vote. So for the suffragette movement was going on at the time. So they wanted to come out here, and it was a safe place for them to talk about that, talk politics.
This was like their secret club to get things done. This is where they got things done.
It was. And there was notables that came down here. Elizabeth Cady Stanton was a very close friend and cousin to one of the owners, Elizabeth Smith Miller, and they built this for her on her 77th birthday. So 7 was instrumental for them, meant a lot. Fossenvue is actually an anagram for 7 of us. So you'll see 7 sides. 7's represented all over the place in this Queen's Castle. In addition, Elizabeth Smith Miller was the queen of the castle. So that's why we also call it the Queen's Castle.
Fossenvue would serve as a retreat from 1875 to the early 1900s, a time when many women activists throughout the Finger Lakes region were speaking out for equal rights.
A lot of really important women came through here and changed history.
They did. So we're pretty proud of the fact that we have this on this national forest, and it is a historic landmark. You know, when we say we have a castle, they think it's a stone castle, but when you get into really what this place means and what it meant, if for a little tiny part for the suffragette movement, it's pretty huge.
History abounds in many of our national forests, if you just take the time to open your eyes.